Okay guys, pre-ride video. It is Thursday, September 13th. It's 5:30 in the morning. I wanted to be on the road at about 4 or 4:30, but what are you gonna do? I have two tires on the trike that have, I don't know, they're just not holding air quite as good. They're at that point right now where I don't want to pull them off the rim, but they're losing like 10 PSI every, I don't know, overnight, which isn't a huge amount, but it's enough to where I'm a little bit nervous about it. I don't know why, but I'm very nervous about today's ride. I know why. I'm going to be riding along the Cliffside. Maybe in my mind right now, the most dangerous ride I've ever done today. It's a long ride, similar to the ride I took here. 120 kilometers if I do it right. Tomorrow is another 100-kilometer day through the mountains, so we're gonna have 2 hard days. I found some friction cream, and I have that on me right now. I'm gonna have to continually try to put that on and pay attention to that, because I'm worried about that too. I'm just worried about a lot of stuff. I'm not normally so worried about stuff, but today I am. One of the reasons why I'm getting started so early is because I want like light traffic. Anyways, this hostel I'm at, the Cave Hostel, is quite interesting. I should have done a hostel territory about it, but I didn't do quite as much as I wanted to do here. My brain's been sort of tweaked lately. I'm not sure why. Anyways, thought I'd do a pre-ride video. Trike's, other than those tires, ready to go. I flipped it over, oiled the chain because we had a lot of rain when I came here from the typhoon before. There's a typhoon on its way in 1 3/4 days, so I'll probably run into that as I approach Taipei. There's 220 kilometers to Taipei through the coastal mountain ranges, and it's going to be beautiful as well. So it's going to be probably one of the most beautiful rides I've had in a long time. So there's that. Oh, and my stomach is total dog shit. I am having a big problem with that still. It's been almost a week. I'm sure that's a little bit too. Anyways, wish me luck, Jayoe. Let's do this thing. As with a few cities so far I've passed through, it would have been nice to see more of Hualien, or actually take a tour. I sort of had a choice to spend 1 full day kind of touring around Taroko or exploring the actual city of Hualien. It looks very cool, quaint, comfortable. It'll probably be the last decent sized city before I get to Taipei. And so this was probably one of my biggest opportunities to see what the East Coast was like. But I've got to move on. Moving on. Jayoe. Late loved ones beachfront property. It's always interesting to see how different people respect and or take care of their deceased loved ones or ancestors. Asia in general erects these sort of tomb houses, I would say. Here they're next to the beach, but mainland China, they really like to put them on the mountainsides. No offense to anybody that buries their dead or does whatever they want, but I never really saw much sense in it. Seems like a waste of real estate. For the most part, you carry the people that have passed, you know, here and here. I mean, if you wanted to cremate and put somebody into a jar, counter to your belief system. I'm not talking about a way that I think that you should believe or not, but for me, I just assume, you know, leave the stories and the wisdom, or lack thereof, with the people that I care about, and hope that that trickles down into better lives after I'm gone. Unless you could bring me back. If it was like one of those scenarios where you could be like, we're gonna freeze you on the verge of death, then we will bring you back later. Even if there was an inkling of that possibility, I might like reconsider. Could you just put my brain in a jar? You can put that jar anywhere you want, just as long as the brain's okay. I mean, these tombs, they're a testament to how much the family loved these people, you know, I imagine. I mean, that in that way, that it's sweet and it's nice, much more for the people that are still here than the person that has departed. Anyways, it's interesting. All right, guys, Taroko Gorge is off to my left, the ocean to my right, and the mountains and the cliffside straight ahead. I'm really happy that I left really early this morning. It provided me with a lot of open roads, not a lot of traffic. It's still 7 o'clock, so I think I still have about an hour and a half or an hour before traffic really starts ramping up. I'm gonna have to stop at 7-Eleven. I don't think there are a lot of places for me to stop. There's another 7-Eleven after the last one that's like 20 or 25 kilometers through the mountains. That's gonna be a lot of hard riding in between those 2 points, so I'm gonna try and supply up. Just kind of press on, Jayoe. Let's do this thing. Well, I found a reason to wear the helmet. Those cliffs are really rattling my nerves. A helmet is warranted, although I don't know if this helmet's gonna save my ass if I get barreled over by one of those big trucks or buses, but it'll help do something, I guess. Calm my nerves. This tunnel is one of many that I've gone through and many more that I will go through today, I think. But it's very rough. The other one was like bored through. This looks like it's been tunneled roughly through. Lots of big trucks, lots of buses, but it is quite beautiful. Once you get in, you can see outside. So far, everybody's pretty respectful. So far, I think that if I was to say people are not getting respectful, then this story would have taken a big turn. So yeah, I'm still alive, so people are still being pretty respectful. Oh, I finally broke out of the mountains for a little while. I'll go back into them, but I feel like my fears were really unfounded. There's always a little notch on the side of the road that you can find. People are pretty nice. The trucks are coming at intervals, so it's not like they're a constant. They just kind of come every 5 or 10 minutes. I make sure I find myself a spot to hide out in, and then they make their way past, and then I'm on my way again too. Anyways, I'm gonna get back on the road. 39 kilometers so far. So this is a tunnel. Every one of these tunnels has a no cycling sign, which is very strange because it's a cycling road. This is like the national cycling road. So this is the main coast here, and you could see the main road there goes along the cliffside, and then it kind of ducks in every so often into a tunnel like this one. This is actually the original road that used to go along the cliffside, and I'm sort of curious. I want to see what it looks like out here. Back in the day, this is where all the traffic was headed and going towards, and now it's just, overgrown. Looks like they got some radar towers and stuff here, and they've backfilled it a little bit right there, so that's not even accessible. I bet you if you were camping, you know, along the road and you were tired, you could probably come up here. No one would bother you. It'd actually be a beautiful place. You'd have, you know, a nice flat place to set up camp. No one would bother you. You'd have the drone of the of traffic from a little ways away, but not so bad. I think the waves would outdo the trucks as far as noise goes. But you could see the road would go up here, hug the mountainside, and then pop out over there as well. So it must have done that. I bet you that construction workers come up here and hang out when they're not pulling stuff off trains. It looks like they're doing some massive operation here to build some new train tunnels through the mountainside. And they've got this excavation system that's going on. You can see there's a conveyor that's delivering minerals all the way here to the end. Building materials that are probably being distributed everywhere. This next phase is more of what I thought it was going to be. When I first took that first section, I was nervous it was going to be really hilly. Big ups and downs, big fluctuations, slow ups, fast downs, treacherous roads. But there was this tunnel most of the way. It added a little danger feel because the tunnels were narrow, but those tunnels cut out a lot of the ups and downs. But now I'm into the next phase. No tunnels and lots of ups and downs. I'm hugging the cliffside. I can see where I'll end up, and it's a good 100 meters vertical from where I am right now. It's not that far away. A slow, steep rise. It's kind of interesting to ride roads like this because you're just working hard. My map isn't on my phone is not perfect with regards to predicting the ups and downs, because I think this road has been burrowed and re-chiseled and maneuvered around quite a bit. Oh, I got to the top. Well, this top, I think. This was the place I was pointing at a few moments ago. It's amazing how that one hill will just sap you. Stopping for some shade. 61 kilometers into it, and I think I spent the most time on this last 10. Maybe this last 5. Maybe this last 2. First gear, basically the whole way. Oh man, you feel all the emotions when you're doing something like this. You feel triumph, you feel weakness, you feel frustration, you feel anger, you feel success. Roller coaster ride of emotions. You're working so hard. On the way up, you're just killing yourself. You're like, shit, I just want to put my thumb out and let somebody pick me up. Then you get to the top, you're like, I could do this for another 20 or 30 kilometers, no problem. And then you get to the bottom, you start working your way up again, you're like, what am I doing? Oh, look at that view. I have one more monster hill today. It's 300 meters tall, and it doesn't look like there's a tunnel through it. And it looks pretty steep on both sides, which means it'll be hell getting up, but fun getting down. All right, guys, today's ride consists of 4 ups and downs. Big hills, about 200 to 300 meters tall. The first one was the one with all the tunnels. The second one kicked the shit out of me. It was the tallest. I think that one went up to about 350 meters. The next one looks like it'll crest about 220 meters or so, and then it'll ride into a tunnel. And then that'll come down to another valley. This was just a valley I left just now. I had a bunch of water and everything. The final one is gonna be another up and down about 300 meters. You know, a workout is like a set of exercises that you do in, like, you know, to build strength. You know, you do like reps of, you know, chest presses or push-ups or whatever. Today I'm doing 4 reps. Let's get to it, I'm wasting time. And like that, we are at the top, at the tunnel of the 3rd climb today. I'm about to enter the tunnel. This one was easier than the last one, but still sweating buckets. I wonder how much weight I lose by sweat on one of these climbs. It like drips down to my elbows. I can feel it dripping down from my elbows like consistently. This tunnel is about 1 kilometer long, and above us is a fairly massive chunk of rock. On my map it shows it's like 200 to 300 meters above us. I am thankful for this tunnel. I don't know how I would have done it without you. All right, we are at the bottom of the 3rd and final valley. Just restocking, getting some more water. I'm drinking about 2 full bottles of water every time that I come back down, so there's 4. So there's 8 big bottles of water. I started off with 2 big bottles. For 7 kilometers is the next climb. And it goes pretty high. It goes up 400 meters according to my map, so it's probably like 380 or something. So it'll be the highest of the day, and it'll be the most steep of the day. But at the end of that 7 kilometer rise to 380, 400 meters, it'll turn, it'll head down for a long way, all the way through the mountains. I still got 51 kilometers to go to finish the day at 130 some kilometer ride, so it'll be a long day. This is my mindset at the bottom. We'll get my mindset as I get to the top later. Anyways, it's gonna be a long one. If you get vertigo, this is not the place for you, my friends. We are at the top of the final hill today, final big one. 365, 370 meters in height. And there are some sheer drops here, man. I give a lot of credit to those guys that can build these roads. A harrowing experience, especially on these sheer rock faces. You've got to hang yourself over to reinforce the mountain. I mean, these aren't even so bad. Like, there's a few where you're looking over and it's like down, 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 down. Okay, speaking of down, 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 it's time to go down, down, down. One crazy thing is we're at about 370 meters. The top of that Taroko highway was 3,500 meters. So almost 10 times where we're at now. Boom, 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 is that. And I have done up and down and up and down. I've probably cumulatively done, I don't even know. I wonder if there's a way I can tell here. Done about 1,000 meters in elevation. Garmin will tell me later, but that's only a third. That's less than a third of Taroko. Would have taken me a while to get up that bad boy. But now, after all this hard work, we go all the way back down to sea level. And then once we're down at sea level, I've got another 25 kilometers before we get to the end point, which is as far north before I start the next climb. And I found a little hostel there for 20 bucks. And I figured go there, go right to bed, wake up super early, earlier than I did this morning, tackle. There's a 500-meter climb, I think, which is high, you know, obviously higher than this. We'll run through that. I'm gonna check my rear tire. I just want to make sure everything's good for this last descent. You're good. You're good. You're good. I wonder why it was so deflated before. I thought I had kept on it, but I guess I didn't. All right, let's go. All right, we're back in the city. I still have another actual 35 kilometers left. It's a long ride, but it's in the city, it's flat. It should be just a ride around the town, actually. Maybe I'll get some dinner here or somewhere in the middle of town before I head out sort of the boondocks where my end of the road is. All right, talk to you later. Someone here is pro-America. There's a weird hybrid Taiwan American flag. Anyways, I'm about to get to the hotel. I'm not about, but I will within an hour or two. So I'm gonna end the vlog tomorrow. We're gonna make the early morning leap to Taipei. The rain is a-coming, my friends. Earlier and earlier every time I check it, so I'm gonna try and leave earlier and earlier to avoid it. Jayoe, guys, have a good day. We did a good one today. Ups and downs and all around, and we made a real chunk of distance down. So you should be proud of yourselves. You did a really good job watching me do all this shit.
Next time on the Jayoe vlog.
This is the last day's ride in Taiwan. Really beautiful ride so far. People only know the words, hi, I love you. Look at this place. Ruin of a, I don't know what it is. That's the Tipsy Dragon. Rounded Taiwan.